I love adding gold to my paintings. I think it gives them a richness and a beauty that really celebrates wildlife. For example, this goldfinch over my shoulder is Indian ink with watercolour, and then I've gold leafed the background. And I do use gold leaf, and I'm going to show you, if you've never seen gold leaf, that's what it looks like. It is as thin as butterfly wings, and it can be a bit tricky to use until you get used to it. So when I heard about Goldest Gold from Culture Hustle, I was like, that's interesting. If it really is that shiny and metallic, perhaps I could use it, and maybe it would be a lot easier to use than gold leaf. So I have a curious mind, and I thought, well, I'll compare the two. And then I thought, well, if I'm comparing two, I might as well compare everything else I can find in my studio. My name's Liz Chadderton. I'm a watercolour artist based in Berkshire. Every week I bring you a tip or trick that I wish I'd known about ages ago. And this week it's the Battle of the Golds. The paper I'm using for these swatches is from Clairefontaine, and it's a black watercolour paper. It's just gold looks a lot better on a coloured surface. Always seems to lose its lustre on a white. I have wanted to do this for ages, and the first thing I've done is put two swatches of gold leaf here. One of them is 24 karat gold and one of them is imitation gold, and you can probably see the difference. So at the end I'll tell you which is which. You've got to guess. The 6 golds I've found lurking are the Goldest Gold paint from Stuart Semple. This is gold ink. You'd be hard pressed to know, but it is from Winsor and Newton, gold drawing ink, and it separates dreadfully, so I'm going to have to keep shaking that. This is to prove that nothing on this is sponsored. This is all from my individual stash, and you look at the state of it, the lid got broken. So that's Aqua Bronze from Schmincke. I've got some pale gold. I've got a gold watercolour here, and I have got liquid metal. I'm going to do the Goldest Gold last, just because then we'll really know whether it's Goldest Gold. So this is the Winsor and Newton gold drawing ink, and I've put a little ball bearing in there to help with the mixing, because it separates out absolutely dreadfully. So I'm painting all these swatches on black watercolour paper, and you know, that's pretty metallic, doesn't look too bad. I think you'd need probably 2 coats, so why don't I do that? And I'm going to have to shake that ink up again. Even in that short time it has separated. If you were using this ink for really for anything, it was going to drive you nuts because it separates out so quickly. Let's try the Rowney Cryla gold next. The moment you put it out, you can see how yellow it looks. Doesn't have a lovely metallic sheen in any. Gosh, I should have put that on a palette rather than being lazy and squeezed it straight out onto the surface, shouldn't I? But hey, I did. That is really disappointing. If you were using that for gold, it just looks a bit like you've put mustard on your paper. Let's have a go with the Aqua Bronze from Schmincke. So this is a powder. I've actually had to decant it into a different pot because that lid broke. And you can mix it into watercolours, or you can mix it with water and the binder will turn it into paint. It's absolutely stunning if you sprinkle it into a wet watercolour wash. Oh, that's pretty. That's pretty shiny actually. Way better than that acrylic. This is called Liquid Metal. It comes from Specialist Craft Limited. It's water-based and it's as cheap as chips. I'll give you all the prices in a moment. And you can see that it really isn't terribly metallic at all. It's still better than that Cryla, but you wouldn't look at that and think, oh, how metallic and liquid metal that is. This is gold number 90 from Kuretake Gansai. They do a couple of different golds, so this is the one I happen to have. I pre-wet it just with clean water so that that could seep in and release the colour. That's pretty uninspiring, I would say. It's a bit more like yellow ochre on that paper. Not a lot of metallic shine to it at all. Last one is going to be the Goldest Gold. Now, I've actually had this for quite some time. And that is the Goldest Gold, which again I am really disappointed with. Move this around so that you can see the reflective capabilities and what colours they are. Let's go through these. I might have to move those out of the way. So this was the Winsor and Newton ink, and it is £5, 20-ish, 25 for 30 millilitres. 2 layers really weren't bad at all. That was the Cryla, and I don't have a price for that, but frankly, looking at that colour, you wouldn't want a price for it anyway. It's horrible. The Aqua Bronze, so I'm just going to put Schmincke Aqua Bronze, is £9.90, and that's for 20 millilitres. But of course it goes a very long way because you're just using a little bit of powder. This liquid metal, if I just put lick metal, is more a sort of school product, I would say, and it is as cheap as chips. So at the moment I found a special offer of £1.27 for 300 millilitres. If you've got kids wanting to paint something gold, fine. This was the Kuratake Gansai, and that was £2.90 for a pan. As it dries, it's starting to grow on me a little bit. And then this is, I'm going to put my hand in the wet stuff, the Goldest Gold. I'll just put gold. And that is £12.99 for 30 millilitres. My conclusion is save your money. You know, cute little bottle, and I love Culture Hustle products, many of them, but if you're looking for the Goldest Gold, just save your money. If you want a gold paint, personally I think I would go for the Schmincke Aqua Bronze out of what I've tested here, because it's so versatile. You can sprinkle it, you can mix it with water, you can mix it into your watercolours. And now you might be wondering which was which here, and this is the 24 karat gold and this is the imitation. And just in case you're interested, imitation is £2.99 for 50 sheets, and the sheets are 16 centimetres, whereas 24 karat gold, £7.85, and that is for 5 sheets, and they are 5 smaller sheets. So what's my conclusion? Well, if you want to add gold to your artwork and get some real glitter to it, then you cannot beat using gold leaf. Whether you can afford the 24 karat or you go for imitation, that's up to you, but for the reflection and the life it will bring to your artwork, gold leaf's the way to go. If you do want a paint product, just from the ones that I've explored there, I think my recommendation would be the Schmincke Aqua Bronze for its versatility and it's metallic finish. I'd save your pennies, I'm afraid. I wouldn't go for the Goldest Gold because, yeah, it's okay, but it's not that shiny, it's not that metallic, and just pales into insignificance against the gold leaf.